Hey everyone, it's me, Yvonne. Something that I've found useful for my process of learning has been to record either discussions or readings or things like that. And so I'm just going to try this session to record all of my discussions. Nothing spectacular. I'm just going to go ahead and read through it, but it's been really helpful for me and hopefully it'll be helpful for someone else. I'm going to go ahead and just read through my discussion. M1 discussion. After completing the self-assessment on page 3 of the text, what are your initial reactions, questions, and concerns about assessing students in the classroom? Initial reactions. Prior to taking the self-test in this week's reading, I thought I had a decent understanding of assessments. Given this fact, I was a bit taken aback when only 1 out of 10 of my answers aligned with the interpretation guide. Though I know I have much to learn, after reviewing and interpreting my response for the assessment, I realized that somehow I misunderstood a lot of the questions. I look forward to retaking this test at the end of the semester. Assessing students in the classroom. Questions and concerns. There are a few concerns I have in regards to assessing students in the classroom. My first concern is a common one: possible student variables of interest. Teachers typically share this concern when regarding variables of interest. POPM mentions that students vary in how much they know about a subject, how skilled they are in performing such operations, and how positive their attitudes are towards school. This is in addition to other varying aspects and their effects, such as culture, areas of development, exposure to trauma, skills, and abilities. My next concern is the time, thought, and effort it takes to give students proper and appropriate assessments. It sounds like a lot of hard work. In order to do so, a teacher must obtain knowledge about assessments and spend time getting to know their students' interests, development, skills, abilities, etc. Discuss the value of assessment in its various forms. TPE 5.1. Value of assessment in various forms. In this week's reading, Popham explains that thoughtful educators realize pen and pencil assessments are not always sufficient for measuring every kind of learning. For example, a written true-false test would not be very sufficient for measuring how well students can function orally in a job interview situation. Additionally, every student varies in numerous ways. One form of assessment may not be very compatible and effective for every student. This is as we discussed in this week's online class session, Tuesday, May 5th. Not all of us preferred the same form of assessment because the way we learn is not identical. This is the same for our students, current and future. TPE 5.1. California Teaching Expectation 5.1 states, apply knowledge of the purposes, characteristic, and appropriate uses of different types of assessment. Example, diagnostic, informal, formal, progress monitoring, formative, summative, and performance, to design and administer classroom assessments, including use of score rubrics. By understanding and applying TPE 5.1, teachers can 1. Determine students' current status, 2. Monitor students' progress, 3. Assign grades, and 4. Determine one's own instructional effectiveness. And I included my resources here. All right, I hope that this was helpful for you guys, and I look forward to seeing you guys in discussion this week. Bye.